Welcome to Tip Tuesday. So here I am as a 46-year-old health coach and certified holistic nutritionist, and I had heard about perimenopause and I was just like, oh, no big deal, I've got this. And then I turned 45 and a half. So today, for Tip Tuesday, I have an open letter to perimenopause. And my purpose of it is if you are going through perimenopause or menopause, you feel seen and you feel heard. Dear perimenopause, I had no idea who you were until just last year. I heard about you and thought, no big deal, I've got this. Well, that was until I hit 45 and a half. Eating foods with real ingredients is my jam. Every single day I eat no less than 30 grams of protein per meal. I aim for a minimum of 25 grams of fiber a day. I don't have more than 25 grams of added sugar most days, except for on a special occasion. And as a thank you to that, you started adding belly fat in my midsection that I had worked so hard at getting trim. I find that so rude. I noticed that you have started to make me feel anxious and irritable, especially at my family at the end of the day. My husband nervously laughs when I say, I've been a little bit crabby lately. He's like, yeah, no kidding. My bones and my joints hurt like I'm 80 years old. My skin feels like a desert. I have a metallic taste in my mouth. I have ringing in my ears. My skin crawls. I'm often thinking I have bugs crawling on me, and I'm like, what's going on? Nope, it's just crawling under my skin. And my hair texture has changed. Sleep? What is sleep? You have completely messed with my sleep, and I am mad. I love sleep. I can fall asleep beautifully, but if I get woken up at any time, like when my 7-year-old daughter comes in to make me retuck her back in after she uses the bathroom in the middle of the night, I am wide awake for hours. And I've been getting so hot at night, I now have to have a fan directly on me all night long. My cycle is completely off for the last 2 months. Up until 2 months ago, it was completely on track. The last 2 months, it's been completely off. It's been coming earlier and then even earlier this month. So thank you. You're now becoming unpredictable. I get it. My body is changing. There is nothing that I can do to make it stop, but I have found some silver linings and I have found some ways to help support my body through this. Okay? So I know that I am in this stage of life. So there were things that I was doing before, even when I was 45, the beginning of 45, that were working, but they're no longer working. So thank you, perimenopause. You're keeping me on my toes. Nutrition-wise, I'm staying the course. I'm doing all that I have been doing, except for I'm adding in even more protein when possible. So like my morning smoothie was around 48 grams of protein, and I've upped it to 66. And I know in perimenopause and menopause, we lose bone density due to the loss of estrogen and the lack of calcium being able to be absorbed into our bones. So I know that protein is vital for my bone health. Exercise. Okay. You got me. I wasn't being consistent. I was lifting weights maybe 1 day a week, walking maybe 1 day a week, ? So now I'm working out 5 days a week. I do strength training 3 days a week, and I walk with my weighted vest 2 days a week. I never would have thought how much I love my weighted vest. So thank you, perimenopause. I love that. Going off the cuff for my listeners, if you do not have a weighted vest, absolutely invest in a weighted vest to help with to help increase your bone mass and your overall strength, your balance, all of those things that are so important as we age. I'll put a link in the comments of the one that I love. Back to you, perimenopause. You have taught me the importance of strength training because, like I said, I want to stay as independent as possible. And I want to stay out of a nursing home. Like I said, we lose bone mass as we age, and you're probably thinking, why is she thinking of a nursing home at this point? But we have to be thinking about our bone health now. So we lose bone mass as we age. That's due to the estrogen loss and the lack of calcium being able to be absorbed into our bones. Therefore, guess what? Our fall risk increases. And when we fall, we end up breaking bones, and then that's what lands us in nursing homes, and then we lose our independence. So perimenopause, because of you, I'm no longer focused on being thin. I'm focused on being strong. Strong is the new thin. My husband laughs at me at all of the supplements that I'm on right now, just trying to support my body. But guess what? I'm feeling better, and I'm feeling more and more like myself with the help of these supplements. I'm going to list them all in the comments, so check them out. Perimenopause, I refuse to let you define me. I am a strong woman who loves taking care of myself and teaching others to do the same. So thank you for keeping me on my toes, but if you could lay off a bit, that would be much appreciated. Love, regards, Melissa. So I hope you found that letter to perimenopause helpful. My biggest thing for you is, if you are feeling off, if you are feeling symptoms, talk to your practitioner. And if your practitioner tells you it's all in your head or prescribes you an antidepressant, say no thank you, or just walk out and leave and go find someone who listens to you. Find someone who you feel heard and seen, because it's not in your head and it's not a mental health issue. I'm not saying that perimenopause doesn't bring on some mental health issues, but the root cause is probably perimenopause. So that is the issue that needs to be addressed, not the mental health. If we can address the perimenopause, the mental health will come along with it. So like I said, I have some resources for you in the comments. Definitely check them out. If you like this content and you want to hear more, be sure to like and subscribe to my page. And I will also add, I have a private Facebook group that I'd love to have you join, where I post once a day swaps, tips, recipes, all the things health and wellness. So until next time, to you and your family's health, take care.